My name is Mary Pat Hector. I go to Spelman College, and I am a rising junior.
Cool. My name is DJ Lewis, a fifth-year nuclear and radiological engineering major at Georgia Tech. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I binge watched it all yesterday, so it was just a lot.
I think I don't think they got anything really wrong. I feel like that's just the experience. And I also think I think they got a lot of things right. I think that it was very interesting that the main character was a biracial girl who ended up dating this white man, and people were very upset with her. And then I thought oh, well, maybe if it was a black man dating a white woman, people wouldn't be so upset. Or the fact that all of these black men were just being persuaded by a lighter toned girl with green eyes. There were so many things that I paid attention to that most people would not pay attention to because they don't go to an HBCU. But those are things that they teach us at school all the time, and that diversity. And so those are just different small things that I paid attention to, especially just as a black woman. And I think that they got a lot of things right. I don't really know what they got wrong within the series, but I don't go to a PWI. So you would probably know more than I do.
Right. I don't think they got anything wrong. I think that there are things that are missing, that could make the experience more holistic. But again, it's just the first season. So I definitely have hope that, they'll get the black guy who may be a little bit like Troy, but still really an advocate for black people, that's true to himself, that's not a drug addict, that's, not just there because he's the dean's son. So I would like to see a positive spin on that. And like you said, a black guy, maybe Reggie, who's super black, maybe he gets jungle fever, something like that. I think that would be really cool. I definitely think I saw a lot more that was spot on. For instance, being the only person of color in the room, being asked, "Are you an athlete?" just because I'm a black guy who's slightly fit. Little things like that I've definitely experienced personally. Also, nuances in the within black people, the black student organizations. We really do sometimes have those elitists, sometimes have those people who are super woke, and sometimes we have those people who think they're always correct.
Being in a community full of other historically black colleges and universities, just the interactions that the students had, I witnessed every day within not only just Spelman College, but the Atlanta University Center, where people automatically place, Morehouse men in the Troy stereotype, or Spelman women in the Cocoa stereotype, or just different things like that, as well as just African American people not having the same views on different things. And you mentioned people on your campus not being black enough. It's the same thing on our campus. You have those revolutionary activists who are that person's not black enough, they're not woke enough, they're not saying anything, or oh, she's just being a Spelman woman, she's just gonna be quiet and get ahead. Those are different things that people view us as, and it's just it's not because we're black or white, but we're just black people, but we have different experiences, and there is diversity amongst us all. We're not gonna have the same views. And so when I watched that show and I looked at the Armstrong dorm, I'm oh, that's just a mini HBCU. That's just what happens on historically black college campuses.
The series does a better job of nuances. I think the movie is just such a short time frame that you really can't. Some characters are placed into a box. So you have the stereotypical black guy that's not really black, sort of thing. You have the super black guy who's super woke, things like that. Where I think it's good that they have these boxes so that you can acknowledge them. But I like the season a little better because of the nuance.